all sticking out, and way too zoomed in for this lighting. So if you were watching my playlist yesterday, sorry, I'm just removing this pillow. Just plonk it. Oh God, I hope my boobage didn't show then. I might have to look back and completely delete this video if it did. It's not that kind of website or YouTube site. Yeah, so yesterday I went out and I had a brilliant time. I was reflecting back on the whole graveyard thing, the two graveyards, and I'd forgotten to mention on the way back from the temple that I saw 3 more that were directly behind my apartment block. So as I was walking this way, the apartment's there, and then there's these 3 graves that I just totally walked past and walked down the hill and a little bit round to where the 2 at the bottom were. So on top of the 5 graveyards that I've seen, there's probably more, because people tend to get buried in mountains, and this whole town is just surrounded by mountains. But apart from those, there's also the temple just at the top, which again is just 5-minute walking distance. And then if you come out of this apartment block, there's a church just there, literally 2 minutes to the right of the building, and another one 2 minutes to the left of the building. So this whole spot is just death religion, and you know, surrounded by all this mountainous area, and we're right in the pit of it. So I'm gonna have to go out again. When I was in the sorry, I keep faffing with my hair because I've just dried it and it's sticking out all over. That's the thing, when you have curly hair, it just does whatever the juice it pleases. What was I saying? Ugh, how humiliating. What was I saying? Yes, anyway, I think I was saying before that I'd gone into this Buddhist temple, so I want to go into the 2 churches. I was baptized and I had a Holy Communion because my father was Catholic growing up. My mum wasn't any religion, so when they separated, religion just became less and less a part of our upbringing, and then eventually just became not a part of it at all. But I'll be curious to go into a church with the necrophonic, and you know, there's bound to be something captured. I've seen haunted finders doing churches, and a ton of other shows doing churches, so that'll be quite interesting. But the funny thing is, since yesterday, and doing that whole bow in the temple, I've not seen that black blob thing at all. Yeah, I've not seen that black blob, so I'm hoping that during doing these necrophonic videos, I'm hoping to do sort of like blessings at the same time, just to try and protect myself a lot. I watch easy. I watch the Dead Files quite a lot because I find the balance of the show really interesting. You've got one really New Yorker police cop, takes no shish kebab kind of guy, and then you've got this woman who's just free to say anything that is in her head, regardless of what anybody else will think. Like, she's so unbelievably thick-skinned and doesn't hold anything back. Like, if you watch the Dead Files, she talks about elves, aliens, skinwalkers, elementers, or I want to say elementary school, but elementals, is it? Like creatures of the actual earth. What else has she mentioned? Gateways to hell, portals to hell, sucking the life out of you like a zombie. I mean, anything that you could possibly imagine, to be absolutely horrific, like horror movie material, she's mentioned it and just doesn't care. And that's what I love about her, because she's so brave to be under that possible scrutiny all the time. And so much so to the point where I don't know what it was, but I was watching, I just brought my YouTube up, and you know how it suggests videos for you to watch. I assume they gather that intel from your recent like videos or recent watch videos or anything like that. And there was an Amy Allen very short video, and I thought, what the hell's that? Because the Dead Files are normally like 40 minutes long. So I was curious, and I pressed play, and it was just ridiculous. Like, in the introduction of the Dead Files, where he's saying what he does and she's saying what she does, she says very matter-of-factly and very frankly, I see dead people, I talk to dead people. She's just so blunt and just doesn't care. And then you've got this cop who was like, what's it called, homicide investigator, so very sort of, New Yorker, and you just would not picture the two together at all. But in the introduction, she says, I see dead people, I talk to them, I communicate with them, blah, blah, blah. So on this YouTube video that was just maybe 5 minutes long, it is Amy Allen's bit of the introduction on the Dead Files program. But instead of saying, I see dead people, it says, I never see dead people, I never communicate with the dead. So somebody's manipulated what she's saying. So I just think, oh God. So she's that brave, she's that sort of she holds nothing back. And after like the investigation and the walk and things like that, and they reveal their findings, the people in the house that have called them up could be in floods of tears and are just hysterical and scared out of the pajamas, but she'll continue to just bombard them with all this grossness. It's unbelievable. So anyway, yes, so completely gone off on one, and I have no clue what my original thought was. Oh, that was it, the Black Mass. I've not seen that since yesterday, so I'm going to start doing blessings and things like that afterwards. And I need to get some kind of sage or something like that, because of another thing that I'm going through at the moment, which I can't explain, which I'll explain in the next video, because this is going to take a bit of memory. Okay, bye.